Hey everyone, and welcome back to another HeliumHub video. In this video, I'm going to be going over both the bullish and the bearish helium news. As much as I would like to only talk about the good things happening with the helium network, it would be wrong of me to not also include some of the things that aren't going so smoothly. So first, I do want to congratulate the winner of last week's giveaway, and that was CF. Congratulations to you, and I will have your antenna shipped to you shortly. If you want a chance to win a free antenna like he did, I do weekly antenna and LMR cable giveaways, so make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and drop a comment down below with your thoughts on the current state of the helium network. Are we in the infancy of something great, or is it going to be another failed project? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and you'll also be entered into the giveaway. Also, remember everyone, I have teamed up with my partner Carl to provide helium consultation services. So if you're stuck with low rewards or have a problem and want a one-on-one consultation with us, I will leave a link down in the description, so make sure to check that out. Also, for all of you asking where I get my equipment from, the answer is Rokland. I use their antennas, lightning arresters, and cables, as well as their indoor antennas as well. They're extremely reputable, and have great reviews. So if you're going to buy anything from them, make sure to use my affiliate code to get 5% off. Links down in the description below. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the video. So the first piece of bullish news is the fact that the helium network is expanding at an exponential rate. We now have over 750,000 hotspots globally, with 80,000 added every month. This provides a great opportunity for big companies to utilize the network when almost every major city now is completely covered. The helium network shows also no sign of slowing down either. There are now more manufacturing companies manufacturing hotspots than there ever was before, with thousands of hotspots being added on every day and manufacturing ramping up. That is a great sign for the future of helium. And that brings me to my first piece of bearish news, and that is because of the exponential growth that the network has had, the network has also faced some problems because of it. Right now, there's around 20 to 25% of the miners actually online. And right here, you can actually see the total amount of miners per company and the amount of miners that are actually online. This is due to a couple factors such as syncing issues, strict firewalls, and port forwarding. Just to let you know, offline hotspots still affect your transmit scale as well. So let's say your neighbor has a miner and it goes offline for a couple months and it's not making anything. You will still have less rewards because he's bringing down your transmit scale, even though his miner is offline. The blockchain has also been halted a few times where every miner is down, not earning anything. And on top of that, we still have the spoofing issue, albeit not nearly as bad as it once was. However, there are still people gaming the system. All of this is not really good for the helium network. Now, let's talk about an extremely bullish announcement that recently came out, and that is that Microsoft Azure has recently partnered with the helium network. This is amazing because now all of the companies that use Microsoft Azure for their IoT devices can now utilize the helium network. There are some big companies that use Microsoft Azure, such as Verizon, MSI, LG, and Intel, and now there are over 1,239 companies that now have access to utilize their products and services on the Helium network. Don't forget that Helium has also had some big companies partner with them already, such as Dish, Samsung, and CNET, and now that Microsoft Azure announcement has came out, the list of partnerships could increase exponentially. This leads me right into my second piece of bearish news, and that is that the HNT token price has tanked to around $16. Granted, it is crashing with every other cryptocurrency, it's still bearish news nevertheless. This risk alone will keep a lot of the companies from investing in the crypto space since the market is so volatile. Currently, we are down from a $55 all-time high, so we have a lot of ground to gain back. My next piece of bullish news is that since there are so many companies currently utilizing the network, innovation has already taken place. There are already products and services such as air quality sensors, package tracking, pet tracking, smart agriculture, and even pest control services that currently utilize the helium network. And it would only really take one popular product or service to send the helium token price skyrocketing. Remember what happened when Dish announced their partnership? Well, this is really where rubber meets the road and can truly highlight helium's utilization. It's not just an idea anymore, It's an actuality, and companies are actually currently utilizing the network, which is extremely important and bullish. Time to crash the party and now talk about some bearish news. And that is the fact that now people are seeing less rewards per person than ever. Since there has been such exponential growth of the network, people are now getting a smaller and smaller slice of the pie, and a lot of people are not happy about it, especially when some of them have waited months and months, and even in some cases, more than a year for their miner to even arrive. I used to earn around 1 HNT token per day, and now I'm really lucky if I earn a quarter of an HNT token per day. That, paired with the redenomination being up in the air, creates a very bearish sentiment, and some see helium as no longer profitable. I definitely am not making nearly as much HNT as I did when I first started mining back in November, that is for sure. The next piece of bullish news I have for you guys is that light hotspots are nearly here. If you don't already know what light hotspots are, I made a video discussing them, and I will link it on the screen right up here if you're interested. Light hotspots were supposed to roll out on April 19th, and that got pushed back to May 3rd. And as many of you know, the implementation of light hotspots moves the duty of constructing challenges from our hotspots to validators. This means that our hotspots and miners will no longer need to be synced and or port forwarded, which will be a great relief to many, including myself. This also drives down the cost of manufacturing hotspots, since hotspots will no longer need RAM to keep up with the blockchain. With light hotspots becoming cheaper and not having the syncing and port forwarding issues, that should help people's miners stay online all of the time, which will effectively increase their rewards and earnings. So I am very super excited for light hotspots and really can't wait for May 3rd. The last bit of bearish news I have is that the crypto sentiment is generally reactionary and impatient. It seems as though in the crypto space, many people expect a 50 times ROI every year in order to be profitable and make them happy. And if they don't get that, they will spew out their fear, uncertainty, and doubt onto others. And many are really just trying to get rich off of crypto and think with a $500 hotspot, they're going to become a millionaire magically. You know, really, even if your miner only makes $3 a day, that's still a 2 times ROI, which is really, really good from a business standpoint. Granted, I understand everyone is trying to make profit, including me, and I wouldn't have invested the $7,000 in capital I needed for my 10 bobcats and 10 setups if I didn't think it was going to be profitable. And a lot of people won't like me saying this, but if you invested in a miner and it's just sitting in a windowsill with a stock antenna and it's in a terrible location, you really don't have a whole lot of room to speak and can't really complain about low rewards. You really should have done your research before investing on what it takes to have a good setup and earn good rewards. Most of my miners are on 30-foot tall flagpoles in the air with an upgraded Rokland antenna on them. And so just a little effort goes a long way when it comes to your helium setup. So guys, that's the news I have for you, both bearish and bullish news. I think the bullish news definitely outweighs the bearish news. However, you guys can be the judge, and make sure to let me know down in the comment section below your current thoughts on the Helium Network. I appreciate the support so much, everyone, and we're about halfway to the goal of 5,000 subscribers. So please, if you would, toss me a subscription and drop a like on the video. I appreciate the support, everyone. I'm really going to try to keep pumping out these videos for you guys. Once again, thank you all so much for the support. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys on the next Helium Hub video. Take care.